Chapter 1. What to expect. When we start to train a dog at SDT, the very first thing we do is go back to basics. And for us, this means checking that there is nothing getting in the way of you and your pet's learning. We've done the same in this audiobook. You'll see we start in Chapter 2 with talking about how important it is that your dog is in good health, and if a trip to the vet could help with some of the problems that you may be experiencing. It's not uncommon for pain or medical issues to be affecting how your dog behaves. Then in Chapter 3, we move on to explaining SDT's 3-point formula for success, covering diet, exercise, and teaching your dog an off switch, which will make sure that your dog is at its very best. In Chapter 4, we explore your readiness for training too, because what you do and feel on the other end of the lead is just as important to getting where you want to be. Here we also discuss how to use journaling to track the progress you and your dog make. With this great foundation in place, we'll move on to cover the basics of our training methods in Chapter 5, such as the art of attention and common commands. From there, the book begins to delve much deeper into solving specific behavioural problems you're working with, dedicating chapters to issues such as problems inside the house. In parts 2 and 3, we cover everything from separation anxiety, multi-dog households, lead walking, socialisation, reactivity, and everyone's favourite, recall. These later chapters will explain what's going wrong and how to fix it. As you listen to this audiobook, listen out for links that will take you directly to videos that explain and show you exactly what we are talking about. A quick word about rescue dogs. First up though, I want to talk about something that's massively important and something that is dear to my heart. That's right, rescue dogs. If you don't already have a dog, you might be on the fence about getting an older dog from a rescue centre. You might be thinking about adopting one that could perhaps come with some behavioural baggage, but that you feel you can help using the guidelines in this audiobook. Maybe you are an experienced dog owner and are looking to hone your craft and gain more knowledge. If you want to take on a more difficult dog that perhaps has had a traumatic past, keep listening. We've got you. Let me tell you right now, at the time of writing this book, there are approximately 130,000 dogs in UK rescues, and most of them are there through no fault of their own. Most dogs are surrendered to rescue centres because of human selfishness. Perhaps it is because they didn't do the proper research into the breed, or because of a dodgy breeder churning out puppies that go on to have problems. Maybe the previous owners couldn't be bothered to put in the work and train the dog when it was a puppy, and now the dog is bigger, they can't be asked, and it's a problem. Some dogs are sent to rescue because they simply aren't fast enough for racing, or because the backyard breeder can't shift their puppies. And it's hard to believe, but some are just discarded because they get grey and old. But whatever the reason they end up there, you will find some absolute gems of dogs in rescue centres. And having worked with thousands of rescues from across the globe, and having had my own rescue dogs, I'm telling you now, there is nothing more rewarding than adopting a dog. Take my little terrier, Roxy. She was surrendered to a rescue because she had been living with a family that had another dog, but there were no rules. Because she was babied by her owners and not given any direction, she began to get into fights with the other dog in the house. When the fighting got serious, Roxy was the one that had to go. Again, it was human incompetence that meant the dog, in this case my Roxy, suffered. Of course, it's not unusual to have problems with a multi-dog household, and it's something we'll cover in more detail later in this audiobook. These issues can be worked on, but in the meantime, back to Roxy, and why, because of her, I love rescues. Poor Roxy was a mess when I met her. Everything scared her. Traffic, bikes, loud bangs. And when I say she was terrified, I mean it literally. Things that she was frightened of made her shit herself. I would actually have to wipe her ass after a walk. Alongside her fear, she had no idea how to walk on a lead and was reactive to bigger dogs, which was problematic as she came to live with 2 bigger dogs that are sadly no longer with us. Fuck you, cancer. The techniques I use to help Roxy are the techniques we're going to talk about in this audiobook. And these techniques have given me a small...